I don't think John will die on the walk back, but he'll certainly get he'll get a bad case of lacking blood. I'm not sure how I can force him to go down and be carried back by somebody else, though. Alright, fan of gaming's gonna live. Thank goodness for that. Losing one male elephant's no biggie, because one male elephant won't get us more elephants. The females are far more important. Oh, you're counted as a medical emergency. That's fine, you're still being tended to, though. We're set not to make food out of elephant meat, so don't worry about it. The campfire here, the simple meal. You'll find elephant meat is off the menu. Same with the regular one there. And the animals can eat the elephant meat all they want. Oh my god, John. Just keel over and let someone take you home. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, at least we're getting a whole lot better at medical out of this. Level 10 needed to excise the cancer out of Boomer. Didn't the last elephant go back to the base and need treatment as well? Oh, hey, there's Baron. You're right. Oh god, Baron needs treatment. What's he doing? Baron, if you could, please, go there. Brute Queen's gonna die. Alright, well, you know what has to be done to Brute Queen for everything she's done to us here. That's another one for the execution, and everyone's gonna feel a whole lot better about that. There we go. Executed prisoner. Plus 10 for you, plus 5 for everyone else. My god, Baron, you're making this harder for everyone. What's up with this thing? Oh, he's going to die soon enough as well, though. Maybe you're going for the animal sleeping spot. Oh, you are. Alright, looks like Grande is dealt with largely. Wow, they got stabbed in the brain. Okay, finally John is down. Now Health can go and rescue John. It's confusing everyone that he's called Illustrat and I'm calling him John. There we go. Lona, could you self-tend your... Wait, can Lona do that? It's gonna be bad. It's probably better than not doing it. We're too busy tending to our venerated elephants over here. That severe blood loss is almost certainly going to be a miscarriage for poor Baron. Unconscious? Really unconscious? That's bad. Is Baron going to be unconscious? No, just incapacitated. It says they need rescue, but they'll be fine. I can, of course, put down some sleepy spots around here, over where I care more about them being. Baron, you need to keep tending to Baron there, Boomer. Meanwhile, Nyx is just learning so much about looking after people. Okay, Boomer is really unhappy. Tired, hideous, pain, hungry. I know. Just try to keep the elephants okay first. Don't forget John's tusk. There's a lot I need to take care of, okay? John's tusk can wait. Alright, you should stop tending to yourself. We've got Health here to do it for us. Even though Health doesn't know a lot about healing people. Oh man, Boomer is ready to freaking pop. And again, I can't make them happier by forcing them to kill others. Well, executing at least. That's good enough. Away you go. Surprised Nyx isn't ready to pop either. But Fan of Gaming had a lot of things to tend to. That's right, we could try out this whole healing thing, so I'll preach some health to... oh, he's asleep, he's not going to listen. Alright. Carrying a simple... Oh my goodness, you're actually going to go along and feed the animal as well? The simple meals that are down here? But Baron can do as he wants. There we go, Baron. Consciousness really low, probably due to that stab in the brain. Okay, Nyx, you've done enough. Oh man, what a rough ride. Wouldn't mind that good recurve bow though. Oh man, Voomer's going wandering. So unhappy. At least that'll give them catharsis when they're done. And thankfully we already tended to all these injuries. No more bleeding, they will get their blood back and hopefully not miscarry. Jings, what a horrible situation that was. What a horrible situation we came out on top of. Don't know if you saw the alert, Baron and Voomer bonded, they did. Baron will be taught to guard and then be given over to Voomer. And that's actually going to give Voomer a nice +5 when we get to it. Which might make up for this venerated elephant for a while. Another mining site over there. Steel with our name on it. Oh, gosh, this is messy. This is very messy. Oh, Nyx is so unhappy. After spending an eternity out there looking after all the elephants, he's on the edge. He'll get rid of Tired, which will be quite useful. And he can eat, and I think everything will be fine. Don't know how late that late-stage pregnancy is, though. 9 out of 13 for both of them. Mr. Grande is very likely to have a miscarriage. Baron far less likely. Baron might be a walking miscarriage of justice, but I think he'll be okay. Tribal is a brutal start, says Kaidus, missing a lot of the comforts that make default start easy. Your lack of electricity means lack of cooling, lack of comfort, lack of good furniture, lack of so many things. You might have more manpower, but again, we chose pawns that are not particularly great at what they do. Okay, John is healing up. He almost lost his lung. That would have been really terrible. Lona's getting better, fine enough. Being in such a disgusting environment, though, is really not helping the mood situation. A tame elephant passed away. The death of such a noble beast is cause for sadness. Yeah, but we're going to get another couple of tusks out of it, at least. Grande might be incapacitated, but I'm sure they'll be okay. Actually, I should almost certainly have had them... Oh, for God's sake. Could you haul these over, please, so we don't go all the way over for those meals? I'd actually start making simple meals out of agave as well, because we have agave and we don't have a whole lot of much else. That burning meat in the fire is really amusing. Well, unfortunately Igor is taking care of it. I tore Illustrajon away from it before he could make it. Alright. Elephants are definitely good at combat, but only if they actually get in there and fight, so I definitely need to train them all to be good fighters. We'll get on it, though. Ooh, health's getting heat stroke, because you refuse to wear clothes that might help you in this. Actually, does a hat count as clothes? If I told you to make a... oh, where's it going to be? Research, complex clothing, cowboy hat... It doesn't count as clothing for nudity, so I can give it to you and it'll insulate you from heat. So health is going to get a trendy looking cowboy hat when we can make it. There we go. John's up and at him once again. Even if I'm sure he doesn't want to be up and at them. I'm going to bring you back so we can slice you up and cook you up. I'm sure I said no tainted stuff here. Good. Don't bring the tainted stuff there either, please. We don't want it and we don't need it. Feel really bad for leaving you out there. It's relatively cool inside, hopefully cool enough for you and your heat stroke though. Is that going down? I might not be going down enough. Probably build another one, even though that's, you know, not gonna help us that much. I need those hats to cool people down. It's not going down, we need it taken care of. Man of gaming, they're still demanding more being seen to. Okay, this is the point where I really need to say, nope, you're no longer doctors, guys, especially you guys that aren't good at it. John, get back to other things. Oh, like relaxing socially, I suppose that's fine. Oh, and Nick's needing his tending to again. Where's Boomer at? Is Boomer still doing the sad wandering? They're not. In fact, they feel quite cathartic for no longer doing that. And there we go. Nix is no longer ready to pop. And he's going to feed poor Baron. You know what, Baron? I don't want you having a bed there. That's making people feed you, which is not what I'm looking for. Fan of gaming, you might be injured as well, but I'm not going to keep treating you. It's wasting my people's time. There we go, Mr. Grande got up enough to go and sleep over there, but they're still counting as incapacitated. No miscarriage so far, so that's good. We might still have 2 healthy baby elephants coming out yet. Does stuff take cloth? It does, it's just that people are so busy trying to not die. I normally have everyone on Doctor 4 just so I can make an emergency tend. Yeah, that makes sense, but it's no big deal to go and switch that out later on. Okay, Nyx is... Oh, man. How do I tell them to not go and see to these animals? Because I don't want them doing this. There we go. Then you should stop doing it. Yeah, the animals are fine. They're not wasting people's time. That should be that. Cloth armchair would demolish most of this cloth, and if it failed, that would be awful. I'm sure I brought that cloth so I could do something, though. Make proper medicine, that was it. You need cloth, oh, but you need that drug as well. Whatever, I'll keep the cloth for when I do need it. And there's plenty... Oh yeah, there's a lot more cloth to come, isn't there? Cloth armchair it is, eventually. And temperature indoors is going down to a comfortable 25, so your heat stroke should start going away. There we go, no more heat stroke. People are clever enough to wear clothes, not to have to deal with heat stroke at least. Yeah, the cacti are growing, but it just takes too long to build them. I can't justify it right now. Oh man, I feel good seeing through that. It got very hairy for a while. Fan of Gaming is just about ready to attack. Still a ways to go for the others though. Illustrajon, despite all that blood loss of his, is doing fine. And Lona's just about back in full health. Also, I feel like there's something we haven't done to our good friend Brute Queen here. Once you're done on there, please do a bit of butchering at the butchering spot. Oh, Illustrajon tried to flirt with Lona by subtly complimenting her hairstyle. Lona turned her back. Oh, rebuff by Lona ×2. Had to rebuff John. They try so hard, but they're failing. Next, how do you feel about your room? Impressive bedroom +4, thank God for that. Now, could you clean it up? No, you're not assigned to it. And there we go. John now has a comfy chair. It's poor, but hey, that's better than doing it on the ground. So now John's going to be quite a bit happier when cooking all that food. So John's happiness should largely be taken care of. Health courted Voomer, implying good things about his own way of walking. Voomer responded well and is now Health's lover. They wish to sleep together. Oh me, oh my, that is some spicy stuff, but where do we go from here? I need to give them a proper private double room. I should have the granite blocks to erect something here at least, and they'll get a nice bonus from sleeping together. So imagine that, courting somebody by telling them how good of a walker you are. I think I'll put it here, most of the stuff's already built out for it. Put that further there, get ourselves a choppy wooden door. Not going to floor it just yet. I'll give them a proper double bed though. Not a royal bed though, let's not get carried away here. D-Kidden asking if I'm Dutch. Why would you think that? I can't stand the Dutch. Oh my, Igor's actually eating our meals. To be fair, I haven't given Igor much around here to eat on his own, so he'll be eating whatever he wants. Boomer's just relaxing on that crappy cloth chair. I mean, just how crappy can one build a cloth chair? Opinion of my lover. Alright, so this is going to be a good way to keep these two a lot happier. So John should be happy, you two should be happy. Lona, we haven't really had any unhappy problems with, thankfully. Nyx, on the other hand, because of his bloody muscle parasites. Nyx has done nothing to prove himself in this bleeding colony. I'm looking forward to pulling the plug on his existence. He's even getting heat stroke hanging around here. Alright, as long as this double bed gets done, that'll be somewhere for Health and Voomer to voom it up in. Now Voomer, I know you're researching there, but there's a lot of crap out here that needs to be picked up. Especially that, so get over here and haul everything you can. Oh yeah, Christ, I don't want you to rot, I actually want to carve you up. Health, once you're done, please haul Muirhead. We can't eat the elephant meat, but we can certainly make use of the elephant skin and both the tusks. They have decent value to us. Wood has value to me as well, and I have got so little of it. Okay, Voomer, Health, there you go. Your room kinda sucks, but it's better than an awful barracks. That's good though, it's going to cut down on the amount of rooms I need from 5 to 4. Gotta look on the bright sides here, and I am certainly doing that. Right, the Concord of Onbuta are visiting. They've got a low shield pack, and flak pants, and what? There is Nothing on earth that's going to stop me from killing them. Tech prints, reinforced barrel, actual medicine, components, silver. Man, that's 4 barrels. These things are expensive. Yeah, I don't think you guys are leaving alive. Who are they with again? The Concord of On Butta. We're neutral towards them. That's about to change. It'd be even better if they just went over to the horrible lair of those things. Right, if they're passing through, they'll probably come through this way, and then I must jump on them at every opportunity. Even with people that are injured like you, John. I know you're hurting. I know you're really hurting, but please go and equip your elephant tusk later on so you're ready to kill. Come on, Thagnus, be reasonable. Oh, I thought I changed out these cotton plants for rice. I guess no one's had the time to go and deal with that since we've been so busy with everything else. Alright, over they go, over they go. Igor's heading out there. Well, seems like a good opportunity for a fan of gaming to get back to it. They're male, aren't they? Excellent, that means we can get them to go in and fight. Who would I assign them to? Lona's not amazing at getting up close and personal there. Killing these two with my banged up team might not be the easiest thing in the world, so I'll let them come to me first. There's no way through from here, so they're almost certainly going to be taking a path through this way, and then we just go and pounce them. Don't forget to butcher the elephant. Yeah, it is just about ready to go, isn't it? John, please butcher. There we go. Otherwise, there's a good chance it would have spoilt without me noticing. Okay, folks, we're gonna have to get killing. Now, fan of gaming is gonna go together with Lona, I suppose. Join your master when drafted. Illustrajon could sit this one out. Let's go and give them a lovely warm welcome, shall we? Poor fan of gaming, so banged up. Low manipulation makes this unlikely to work for them. I want to capture Kitty because Kitty has that revolver. Then again, you're good at shooting and this one is terrible. Okay, then I definitely want to capture Kitty if possible. 68% chance, 40% chance, 75% chance. Alright, Health, you're going to be in charge of doing the arresting. Hopefully it works. Hello everyone, nice to greet you in our humble colony. There's a chance this will fail for Health, and then they'll be engaged in Kitty in hand-to-hand combat with Health completely naked. So that's not a good thing. Alright, Health, go for it. It did not work. Okay, too bad. Okay, well that's a good start. Health is getting a little bit hit there. Should be okay-ish though. Go and kill the kitty. Ah, crap! They deployed their they deployed that thing, which is what I really wanted to get, but too bad for us. Waste of shots, but oh well. Alright, go and capture Allah, go and capture Kitty. And look at all that kitty. Real food as well, eh? That's unheard of. Aesthetic Shaper. Remove Aesthetic Shaper. Alright, who wants to slim themselves down a bit? We're going to keep these people around for a little bit. They could be some good fun for us. I don't really want to feed them, though. Can I change what I feed them to nothing but crap? For some reason, it's on lavish by default. I'm not going to feed them anything. Screw that. They're going to die anyway. How'd you come out of that? Okay, health just got a few bits of bangs. They'll be okay. Especially if they go and rest it off. Didn't somebody want some body mods? Yeah, we should have a body modder frustrated. Well, there's our problem, Voomer. And Voomer's super cathartic, but she won't be once the catharsis wears off. We could make you really pretty sexy. However, Voomer's already in a relationship. If I gave it to Lona, then Lona might be more lucky at getting a mate. But no, let's throw it onto Voomer. Let's have them be very happy. Very happy indeed. I may need to segregate a special place for hacking it out of you, otherwise the surgery will likely be a big failure. Just because she's in a relationship doesn't mean she can just let herself go. I don't know, I thought that's how it worked. That tech print. Now I hate jump packs, so I might just sell this for that obscene amount of money. Depends how well it sells for, I guess. It is good though. No immediate danger, and Voomer's fine enough taking care of them in the dark. Oh wait, no, there's Nyx. Nyx is getting there on the medical. Oh, I can't wait for him to be at 10,000. And these people were generous enough to bring with them the industrial medicine that's going to be useful for cutting out that cancer out of Voomer. Sell price multipliers in the stats tell... Oh, they do? Oh, that's a shame. That's about as bad as weapons, isn't it? That's worse than weapons. Okay, I guess we're not selling that. Still, it's $200 worth of value. That might still be worth selling. Because again, that tech print is useless to us. We certainly don't have what it takes to be making jump packs around here. I could take out that aesthetic shaper using good medicine, but it's no problem for us if they die on the operating table. Besides, Nyx can do it, and Nyx will learn a lot about medical from it. Once you're done that, could you operate on Kitty, please? Stop that. Go and operate on Kitty. There's a good chance they'll die or get horribly infected, but... No, this is actually a bad thing. I should do it in somewhere that has a reasonable chance of the surgery going well. Success chance 68%, but just doing it here in this disgusting spot is halving that. So, sorry Nyx, I'm going to make this a prisoner place, set the owner for this one for Kitty, and go and do that instead. So go and, I guess get rid of Kitty's sleeping spot there, and capture Kitty. Bring them over here. Do I have enough wood to get a bit of light going there? I do not. Operating in the dark is probably not good for us either. I actually don't know if operating in the dark makes things worse or not, but I'm sure Nyx can manage it. Yeah, that revolver could well replace the Pilia. 12 damage, much faster to shoot. Probably for the better, once health rests up a bit. Current research is on complex clothing, so I can get a duster for health, a hat for health. Actually, health's wearing a hat. A Muffalo wool flop hat. It's armor against heat, not heat protection. It only insulates against cold, not heat. What a shame. I can't move the lamp. I can only deconstruct them and reconstruct them. Alright, get that operation done, Nix. Nix himself in serious pain and probably not happy with the prospect. Oh, definitely not happy with the prospect. He's tired. Well, I'm sure you'll be fine after you take care of that. Yeah, there is wood floating around, but it takes the time to go and get it. Time that we are very low on. Everyone's too busy. Too busy dying. Now these guys are minus 94. It's going to get worse before it gets better because Allah is not going to live. Oh, speaking of not going to live, I should almost certainly strip you before this in case the surgery fails, because I do want those flak pants. So strip and then operate, please. This mask has a bit of value to it. So the aesthetic shaper pops out. Voomer can look forward to this. I think I'll excise the cancer on Voomer before I give that over, though, because I don't want to have a dead person to care about in that respect. Oh god, what? Forget that. Nix is going on an alcohol binge. And they did give a lot of alcohol there. Okay, that might be a problem. John, could you go and pick up 21 bits of the beer before Nix gets his greedy hands on them, please? I'll give Nix 1 beer, I've no problem with that. There you go. Wait, did you even pick them up? I don't think you did. Damn it, I want Nix to be the one to do the surgery. Of course, Nix is going to be tired because he doesn't have a bedroom anymore. I'll give him this. Let the poor man sleep, I guess. Sleep off the hangover he's about to have. Oh yeah, good point. The glow pod could be moved over here. That was a good idea. This one should light this up enough, I imagine. Alright, hopefully Nix doesn't get too wasted here. I'm gonna have you pick up all these anyway, though. No, for some reason I can't. Maybe because they are being taken by Nix in his alcoholic rampage. But at least you'll be a lot happier having a drink or two. A single bit of alcoholic warmth barely affects you at all. Manipulation down 2% is nothing worth caring about. Build a wall, or not worth it. If Nix is going to get hammered, Nix will get hammered. I'm not going to cry over that. I'm going to equip that revolver, by the way. Oh, he's having another one. Do you think you could pick up all the beers? You can pick up 1 beer. In fact, you're going to drink the beer. Not really sure everybody should be drinking this beer that just magically arrived in our home, but whatever makes them happy, I guess. John could probably do with a beer. That double rebuffed and intense pain isn't doing him much. Plus, with his lungs all banged up, he could certainly do with having a beer. Nix is exhausted. Well, go to bed! Oh no, oh no. Alright, I thought someone else was tending to Kitty there. Not what I want. Oh, thank God he's going to sleep. Okay, when you wake up and you're not quite so tipsy, we'll have you deal with the surgery. Don't tell me they are sedated. They are sedated. Ah, damn. Voomer got inspired surgery, so it's very likely that Voomer will be able to do it without any problem. That's tempting to do, actually. Alright, Voomer, you're gonna do it. Once you've had that food, go and tend to Kitty. And health, yeah, no, don't rest. Go and put that in so we have a half-decent chance at this surgery succeeding. Nyx won't get his level up, but I don't want to wait on this. Nyx can get his level up from, I guess, installing the Shaper on Voomer. But again, I don't want to lose that chance of Voomer. Wait, what are you doing? Oh, somebody must have hauled away the medicine. No dark operation. Look, it's all lit up. By the way, Allah really needs to die. Does anybody... Oh, Illustrajon would feel good about killing Allah. And they are definitely getting executed. I don't care how good their skills are. Oh, okay, right. No. Execute them straight away, John. Don't want you going on a bender as well. Jorlum pings me and doesn't really say anything with it. There we go, much better. Killed someone, executed, and that's making him feel a whole lot better. Take the clothes first. Oh yeah, I forgot that. I completely forgot to strip them. The duster would have been nice, but otherwise, nothing really worth caring about. There's so much work to do and so little people around to do it. I mean, sure, I got 3 people, but eesh. What are we doing on those blocks, by the way? 285 of them. Shouldn't be too hard to set myself up with another bedroom, at least. Harmful surgery. Well, that surgery netted us 1 aesthetic shaper. And 1 very stressed out individual here. Frustrated body modder uncovered. Well, I would like to have you killed. Again, I'd love Nyx to do the killing, but he's incapable of it. Completely incapable of social. Lona, though. Lona would like to kill people. Let's, Oh, tell you what. We should unassign this. I don't want to make a bigger mess in Nyx's bedroom. So let's make this for colonists. Go and capture Kitty. Bring her over here and then kill her in the blood pit. The ritual cooldown won't be over for another 10 days. Kind of absurd how long that takes, but what can you do? So I'm going to feel better when everybody's no longer injured as badly as they are, and especially when Nyx stops having his bleeding parasites. When he said sickly, I was expecting he'd get the flu or something, not some horrible parasites in the muscles, which is... Ugh. Alright, you need to be executed, no doubt about it. Psychically deaf. That could be useful at times. Lona, once you're done with everything you're doing over there, kindly go and execute them in order to feel better. I'm soon going to get to the point where people get frustrated at not having been on a raid, and the impact of that's going to be quite huge. Minus 12 mood for everyone. At that point, I'm more or less going to have to go on a raid. Difficult thing is, I need to go on a raid against some people I can beat. Confederation sounds like it would be easy pickings. Maybe I could bring the elephants with me. Yeah, once the elephants give birth, I could bring them out and they'd be able to help out a lot without risking my own guys. Wonderful. John's still cooking up with everything he can. Oh, Voomer is still tending to this. Is that the dark, though? Oh god, you are doing it in the dark. I should probably put a bit of wall here to prevent that. But I'm so low on wood, I don't want to waste wood on something like that. I could make a wee slate wall. Or I could simply move this wooden bed over here to stop that from being a problem. Oh, kind of surprising that. I left the berries around so long that they went off. Alright, slowly but surely we're making something out of this godforsaken place. Give Nyx his bedroom back. How long will it take to train the elephants to attack? I think you can train them every 12 hours or so, and it's about 50-50 that it succeeds, so it's going to be a wee while. Things are going well for Fan of Gaming, at least, so Fan should be able to manage it. I can't believe there were no miscarriages. They're almost completely healed and no miscarriages. Even the brain. Oh, that is a scar, actually. Okay, well, their brain is permanently injured, but that's okay. Animals getting permanent brain injuries is fine, because they don't tend to rely on their brains. God, this lack of wood is killing me here. We got any more wood on the map? Not really. A little bit of wood up top, apparently. It's alright though, this kind of stuff takes time. Would the reduced move speed from the brain injury slow them down on the world map? It would, but I don't think it would be a large amount. They have a lot of well, consciousness 91%. I'm looking at the wrong one though, I should be looking at Mr. Grande here. It's pregnancy that's hurting that more than anything else. Boomer once again needing that stuff at there is seen to. I'm really thinking that the best thing I could do is give Boomer the because this keeps eating up my my medicine. I give Boomer the aesthetic shaper. Requires herbal medicine or better. Right, well, I'll do it with herbal medicine. Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe I should do it with proper medicine. Nix, are you good enough to be doing some hardcore? Oh god, your manipulation is hurting badly. Yeah, it's those muscle parasites, god damn them. I don't trust Nix to do any surgery. And you can't do self-surgery. Ah, okay, never mind it then. Fiber corn would get us a smidgen of wood to make things. Maybe. So would these cacti. I mean, we don't need wood for making things. We can make things out of stone. Just stone doors are really bad because they open and close very, very slowly. Shame I can't tell you to butcher instead of cook for a while. Best thing I can do is suspend this, so I'll wait until you're done with making that last batch of meals and then suspend it. Although, look at that, we've only got 10 meals. Alright, great. Good to see people healing up properly. It's also good to see that I didn't get an unlucky addiction from Nix and his alcoholic binge there, which can certainly happen. What's going on here? Health and Boomer should be sleeping up together, not in these beds. I guess that's what happens when I tell them to do the bed rest here. Get to your own beds. Or don't. Don't know why they don't want to go over there. Is that because it doesn't count as home? No, it is home. So what's going on with that? How do I tell them to go to their bed? There's a path towards it. Ah, right. I'll tell you what's wrong there. You still have this. You're trying to go for an operation that I'm not giving you. Perhaps consider cleaning your workplace and cooking area. I want to do that, eventually. And I will get to it, eventually. You have to understand, there's so much to do. Cloth pan? Oh, they were tainted. Not a problem then. Muscle parasite seen to with good. Oh, finally, Nyx is done with that. Okay, great. That means Nyx's manipulation is back up to 100%, and we can have Voomer dealt with. I think I'm going to have everybody set to a very low level of clean. That way I can tell Nyx to clean up his room. I can set this as medical. I can tell Voomer to get that operation done. You're not the one that can do that, sadly. Install the aesthetic shaper. Go rest until you're healed up there. Even though it's probably not the best place to be doing that sort of surgery. With that in mind, maybe I should bring over this thing. Surgery success chance 69%. Surgery success chance 100%. I guess the building and stuff is to be considered there. In any case, Nyx. Don't be hauling when you could be operating, please. And we want this operation done with half-decent medicine. Oh, it needs 2 medicine, and I bet excising that thing also needs it. Ah, bummer. I wonder if it needs the same medicine. Oh well, Nyx, best of luck. If Voomer can't survive this, Voomer was never destined to survive this. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Nyx failed in a minor way. We lost the... we lost it. However, you did become level 10 in medical, so I think it's time that we... try to excise. And then he eats. Wait, why are you not excising? Need material. Need medicine, more like. But don't we have medicine? We got it right here. You need medicine, not herbal medicine. Ah, damn it. Well, all that's coming apart. Well, that was a sedation that was a waste of time then, because they didn't get it put in. Nyx has failed us. Again. Next thing that gets him, tempted to just let it take his life. Just shaking my head here. Shaking it so much. Alright then, Nyx, you get your bedroom back. How are we doing on those slate blocks though? Quite a lot of them, so I can actually make some half-decent bedrooms here. People were moaning about it before, so I will give them proper slate-tiled floors right here and right here. Lovely, right? We don't have any Nicky to say that he has nowhere to live, unfortunately. Let's get our packaged survival meals indoors, please. And components also rot outside. Alright, so these take a lot longer to make. I suppose one of the good sides is if you want to redesign, you get some of the blocks back. And it does make the place look nicer, I guess. Just be nice to finally give people some actual bedrooms. 4 out of our 5 people will have their own bedroom. How am I doing on granite? 255 granite, plenty to make more walls with. I think I'll even move the table out here, because people will wake up and want to eat and they don't want to walk over there to chew it down, but they will certainly do it over here. Or actually, why even do that? I can just steal this table. That's not going to stop being funny to me. and slam it over there. Or maybe better to be against the wall. That doesn't seem very intrusive. I actually quite like that, and 3 people can sit around it, no harm, no fuss. And I can even slam down a few slate stools around it. It's not worth giving them anything other than stools, in my opinion, because nobody sits down and eats for very long unless they have some severe problems. So this should be okay. Your barracks is filthy. It's also not really much of a barracks anymore. 3 of our 5 people sleep outside of here. I guess I could set one of these rooms to be our medical room, keep it cleaner. And set, say, this room to be a prison room. Well, it's not unthinkable. We'll get on it. Better to have the rooms than not. Of course, the question is how I deal with the doors when I have no wood for the doors. Really, really hard to get wood on this blessed map. Again, I do not want to make stone doors because they're so slow, but it might be better than not having doors at this point. Alright, well, it's not like doors that are opened frequently, so we'll go with that for now. And zone ourselves some roofs over it. John's got that poor bedroll right there. A lot of this stuff is poor. Plain leather, normal, Lona. Alright, Lona, you can finally get yourself a bedroom. You've been one of the good ones. Instead of hauling that, how about you move that around? Oh, wait, no, that wasn't me copying. That wasn't me moving it, was it? It was copying. Oh, maybe it was moving. What did I go and do to myself there? Jake, would you consider an Unlucky Luca-style RimWorld series? No, I'm not really keen on doing gimmicks in RimWorld. I'm not here to prove anything. I'm just here to have a good time. And have a good time I certainly shall. There's a stab on you here? Doesn't point fingers, but Nyx was the one that stabbed you. Where'd that table go? Table, steel. Yeah, there's that one, but there was another table, wasn't there? Where did it go? They were moving it, yeah, and I accidentally cancelled it. Well, I didn't accidentally, I thought I knew what I was doing. Here it is, here's that table. I put you back in there. I thought I'd accidentally made a copy, but no, I'd done everything right the whole time, as expected. Lack of wood means lack of cooking right now. That's starting to become a real problem. How long does it take to get the fiber corn grown? Only 6 days, but the yield is minuscule on them, so it's not even worth it in my opinion. I get back to sowing this when people are free enough for it. Or we find somewhere that actually has some wood for us. There is so little to be had here. These things are kind of ready, but also kind of not. I want more out of them. I hadn't considered this problem when I moved over here, but yeah, this is dangerous stuff. Let's not cut down the anima tree. I hear that it gets very angry. Again, these two. Not sleeping in the bed I gave them. I get Voomer, but why would Health not go to their own bedroom? They're not even told to bed rest. Does he not realize that I've given him this bed? Did you bond with the dryad tree yet? It can give you wood. It's not grown yet. Spawning immature... Oh, well, maybe I can do it anyway, can't I? Ooh, perhaps. Alright, who's going to be one with that? Lona seems a kind of one with nature person. Now I'll give it to Health. Health, go and tree unity thing it. Don't know how this works. Alright. Connected with a tree, it will produce small animals called dryads, growing them into pods. These dryads will specialize into different costs. You can choose which. Stronger the Pruning it, maintaining higher level connection. Okay, well, could I just ignore that altogether? We need wood. We have always needed wood. Medicine sounds very, very good, though. 4 medicine every 2 days. 25 wood every 2 days. Medicine feels more important to me right now. All dryads spend 6 days. Well, what are you on right now? You're on this weird thing. You know, it's easy enough to grow lots and lots of medicine, but it's not easy enough to grow lots and lots of wood. Let's have the wood. Get back to it, everyone, or whatever it is. Get back to work, that's what I want to say. Everybody miffed that they had to get up just for that. You have to manually set it. I'm pretty sure I did set it. There's Woodmaker. Okay, well, health is relatively useless, so having them prune that tree periodically seems rather nice. Oh, you have to have them interact with it to... Ah, I see, I see. So go and make that so. Yeah, they'll take care of that, I'm sure. It'll be fine. Meanwhile, there's plenty of work for everybody to do. Oh, swell. Right, we got the clothes going. Don't care about noble apparel. Don't care about beer. I think it's time to get going on electricity. It's going to be a huge bump up if I get access to that. .6 hours a day to maintain. What, really? Ooh. That's a lot of time, but fortunately Health is an otherwise fairly useless person, so having them do that's no big deal. My question is, where does pruning come in on their list of work? Is it cutting? Oh yeah, there we go, pruning the tree. Ugh. Scary stuff. What gun was Boomer meant to have? You had that pistol, but I think it might be better to give you a good recurve bow. Better than a crappy, crappy pistol. Oh yeah, the pistol's over there on the medical bed. There we go. No, I think we'd rather have that bow than that crummy pistol. I'm not sure which is truly better, but I'm not going to look into it. It's also really dark in here. It'd be really nice to get electricity and proper lights around here. Thought many things would be nice, including nice bedrooms. Oh, Fan! Fan finally fully healed. Happy days. I have a feeling that I don't have anything to go and tame them with. I don't have kibble, and I don't have much raw agave, because I keep cooking the agave now. In fact, I've got barely any food as it is. Illustration flipped out to wearing the mask of those that we have killed. That's deep. I was getting heat stroke working out there because I never got you that fancy hat. Alright, that's something that's worth doing then. If I make you... Oh no, crafting spot can only craft crappy things. I actually need to do a production center for hand tailoring using wood that I don't have. Oh, now that is rough. That is really rough. Well then. I'll put you over there for now, because I do want to make a duster for health. But that's going to cost a lot of wood that, again, I don't have. Oh well, at least people are relatively happy, and there's nothing actively choking us right now except, I suppose, the lack of food, and it is a real lack of food. But when this corn is... Oh, the corn is ready for harvest. Oh, what are we waiting for? Harvest that corn. That should be tons of food for us. Any wildlife worth giving me lots of meat for? Yes, more domrides. That should keep us good as long as we get it done. Trouble is, we're busy building so much right now. Lona, could you kindly install that before you go to bed? There we go. And you even ate off of it as well. Hosting a friend. Right, they're requesting a favor. The Lanzo people. Do I know the Lanzo people? The Lanzo people are another tribe and they're neutral towards us. Oh, very good. Thinking about it, these two are industrial societies. Making enemies out of them is probably not a great idea. As long as I don't make enemies with the Fallen Empire, though, that's the important one. Ugh, a lot of people out to kill us, it seems. In any case, that quest. Goodwill. Who would want goodwill? No, 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 no. How do we turn that off? Honor's not too bad as a thing, but goodwill is a waste of everyone's time. Especially when it's such a small amount. Host somebody here for 15 days. Word of trust is pretty good for getting people recruited, but otherwise that seems like a horrible waste of everyone's time. Oof. Just what we need. People being even more unhappy. Now we're talking, right. Voomer and Health should be in great spirits for a long time, because they are getting it on. Nothing quite like a tumble between the sheets to lift the mood, all whilst happily nude. Excellent, right. That keeps those two taken care of. Nyx is still riding off the high of his catharsis, I think. Okay. And I've got a few beers if people really start getting close to snapping. This is going to take up a lot of wood that I need for cooking more meals as well, because I am short on meals. And I'm short on keeping things cool here. I'm going to have to toggle the automatic refuel of that. I've never had a lack of wood be such a problem in this game before. John's at least getting us a whole bunch of corn that doesn't spoil for a very long time. I still need to be able to cook it into something. I also really could do with you being able to plant me some heal root. But heal root is level 8. And we ain't there yet. We will be someday, especially at that rate though. Bless John for at least having desires to get good at things. Yeah, these hot slate rooms will do just fine. They'll build character. Even if these rooms are horrible, at least it's going to be better than sharing the big old barracks. Isn't that right? God, these are such bad, bad bed rolls. Poor, 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 poor. This one's good at least. That's right, we'll have this as just a medical place then. One of these will be a bedroom. Oh, perhaps the good one is the one that should be the bedroom then. But I want people to go in there a bit faster, so here's what I'll do. I'll actually reinstall you down to here. Move you... oh, no, not like that. Move you over to here. A lot of work for all these people to be doing. Well, they just need to get to work. It's going to be an unpleasant place to have as a medical area, but this will be... it'll switch between medical and prison, depending on what I need. So yes, I might actually do away with this god-awful prison. It's 39 degrees outdoors. Oof. Yeah, well, if we could just find some wood, I could happily make some hats to make people feel a bit better. Health is the biggest problem, though. Everyone else seems okay-ish. So, like, next to be sleeping the wrong way around in his own bedroom. Lona and Nyx talked about guilty pleasures. Could this be the start of something new? Neither of them have lovers, and Nyx is the one who is very pretty. A lot of cotton to get there. That's a lot of corn to be brought over. I'm not sure I want to plant more corn, but it is useful. And that corn could probably be used to make these elephants a lot happier. But my god, I can't cook anything until I get this campfire operational. It needs another 20 wood, which I don't have. There is wood, however, floating around here. Health, you're a useless individual. Go and grab all this wood for me, please, so we have stuff to build from. Nyx is unhappy yet again. The drone isn't helping, to be sure, but he's being all sweaty. Still taking a while to get there with these animals. Lona's working on it. Failed. What a shame. It is good experience for you, though. Get up to level 10 with animals. You don't go down below 10, thankfully. You can max out all your skills to 10 and they can stay there. If you go above 10, they start degrading, though. Speaking of degrading, I'm not really sure I need this much more rice in my life. Oof, right, that heat stroke is building up for you. I really need to get that nice hat made for you so you stop being so vulnerable to the elements. Replace the wood walls with stone, get the wood back. True, but it'd be very, very little wood for a lot of time. It'd be better just to go out and cut some wood to get that wood. These guys aren't starving or anything, are they? They seem to have eaten a lot of the grass around here. I might have to zone the animal area a bit further up just so they have more access to food to eat. Makes sense, they're hungry creatures, and to top it all off, some of them are pregnant. Oh my god, rhinos. Rhinos are meaty, leathery buggers. But dangerous, very dangerous to fight. Rhino versus elephant, who would win? I don't know. I think elephants are bigger, but rhinos are more muscular, if I had to guess, and I am only guessing. I'm not going to tame or attempt to tame a rhino, because the odds are that they will turn back and slaughter me. The rhino has a 30% chance to turn on its Warden if you fail at taming it, and there's a good chance we will fail at taming it. Also 50-50 of attacking back when harmed, and I certainly don't want to try my luck at that. Hot, hungry, drowsy, unsightly, dark. I know, it's all bad for you. It could actually be a bit of a heat-strokey problem indoors as well. That heat stroke might continue to grow. It is. Okay, some rain will cool everything down, that's fine then. So it's going to make people wet and unhappy. Uh-oh, it's also a thunderstorm. Also, I'm assuming the rain cools things down. Maybe it doesn't. We are flat out of food, I'm afraid. I don't think people want to eat the agave stuff. Oh, okay, there we go. Ulster Jean's finally got it in his head to cut some of the stuff down. I think I'll cut all of this before you do any of that. I need the wood so badly, it's unreal. All that wood. I might even ask you to refuel that campfire and actually start cooking some stuff, please. You know, the stuff that I suspended. Corn is good, rice is good, berries are good, just get it done. No sleeping, man. You got cooking to do or else people are going to get hungry. Also, this can be your new place to sleep, even though that wasn't the intention. Yeah, the campfire will stay lit in the rain, thankfully. It's that good. Tired of all the carrying, says John. I know, I understand. Alright, eight meals will do for now. A plank cutter from the Lanzo people are passing by. He doesn't have anything that's going to make me want to kill him. All these people boasting their level 10 in plants at me. Oh, he's a horribly scarred individual, though. Well, just nice to see him. I'm not going to infringe upon his life, much as he will not ours. How good is the synth thread veil for heat stroke? Yeah, it does. Oh, it barely insulates against heat, actually. How you feeling then, health? It's still just initial. It's barely growing. In fact, it's cool enough right now that you should be fine. Health is claiming to be starving, but we have meals for you, so it's okay. And that fire's not a problem. It will be put out, so nobody needs to rush to deal with it. I was hyper. The Traveler had synth thread. Well, I'm not too worried about killing him over that, because that would make another hostile faction, and I'm not looking to make everybody unhappy. Just most people. Okay, great. I have the wood. Don't beat that fire out. Build. You're so at that. You should be okay. And this is our friendly ship telling us that we can go and get passage off-world, which I'm not at all interested in, so bye-bye. It'll always be there, so it's no big deal. Also give you another wee slate stool there. Better than nothing, I'm sure. Goodness, it's so dark in here. Well, we'll get these things lit up. We do have the wood now. John sleeps away after all that carrying. Sorry, man, you don't get a lot of rest out of that really crummy bedroll. And I'm still working on these floors, which is madness. Voomer, it's going to be a long time till we get that technology. Maybe you could... No? Okay, forget I said anything. A lot of cotton here. I could make all the stuff out of cloth I could possibly want, and right now it's just cloth duster that I'm thinking about. I don't think I have any particularly engaging leathers for insulation. Yeah, make it clothy. Could you travel to the first hex over and pick up some wood? I could, but I don't want to do any unnecessary caravanning. Plus, hurting on the wood is part of the experience here. It'll be okay. Ooh, Nick's reaching a very admirable 7 in construction. It's good. There we go. Practically all done here. For making these floors, at least. John himself is starving. Well, on you go, John. Make that food. We've got all this dromedary meat with your name on it. Did I figure out cooking, by the way? Production, fueled stove, countertop, bare meals. Yeah, I should strongly consider making myself a proper kitchen rather than this setup. What's the skill range? The range from terrible to so good. I mean, this is given that they've had quite a lot of time to work on their skills already. It's not very good. The problem is it's very lopsided. John does most of the cooking and the planting and the art and the crafting and the social. Especially that plant stuff is very important. But hey, the sooner he gets his plants up to level 8, the sooner I can get my much needed heal root. Having him as the main cook, I think, is one of the big issues here. Now beyond that, I want to keep some of this medicine just in case. But I can't think of anyone else who could take up the cooking duties. It would have to be someone that's at least a bit interested in it. I mean, I could have Lona do the meals. But Lona tends to all the animals, which is quite time intensive. And helps out with the plants? Might be better not to have you do the plants and instead do the cooking, because John is just wasting away his time with that. Down the line, I'm not going to want him as my designated cook. I'll let him finish that off and then I'll pull him off the cooking. Illustration, cook no more. Our cooking will be done by Lona. After all the handling, of course. Also, one more little elephant has joined us. Elephant Calf 1. How adorable, but I'm not going to train it just yet. Going to need a name or two for our extra elephants, by the way. As long as you stick to the animals area, we're all good. Rook points out that he is a tiny elephant. Well, one day you're going to have to be a big elephant. And I'm capitalizing your R because it's daft not to. I'm glad I don't have extra people that have to feed around here. The food situation's grim. A health is drinking a beer. I didn't say you could drink that beer. Go and haul that corn instead. I think I need to sort out our drugs policy here. I think everyone's going to be on a no drugs bender, and they're only going to drink or smoke when I tell them to. I have more complicated... Oh, we need another one already. Baron has popped out a wee one. One's a female, one's a male. So that's going to be good for future breeding at least. And we're going to bring in Surfer Rosa as one of our wee elephants. I'm not going to name the dryads. Screw the dryads. Dryad Cocoon. Into woodmakers. We'll see how that works out for us. I am surprised, very surprised, that our elephants were able to cough out some alive baby elephants. Because I put those guys through a lot. Also, this is going to be... takes a long time to get heal root. Please give me the information for heal root. 7 days might not be the worst, but they're very sensitive to crummy soil. Ah, no, this is where I should be preparing more heal root. This can be a home of corn. So everyone loves corn. Yeah, that'll do it. And this will eventually be a place where I can have these cacti. Okay, Boomer's cancer continues to grow, and I continue to be worried about that. I need some good industrial medicine here. If I could just get a trader come along, make my life easier. Ooh, right. It's time. Time to finally make some... what were they? Cowboy hats? Insulation from the heat of 9. Is that the best we can get? How about a bowler hat? Nope, not as good. Yeah, I'm gonna assume it's all in the cowboy hats for keeping people nice and cool. So I'll take 5 cowboy hats made of anything you can find. I'm honestly not fussed. Think you angered the last group that could have traded you proper medicine? I'm sure it'll be okay. Yeah, you're right actually. I'll have to rely on the Fallen Empire to give me half-decent medicine. But who knows, they might invade me with people that are carrying medicine for me. That'd be very nice of them. Right, the food stuff is starting to make me really want some more condensed storage. Oh, by the way, all of these should probably be medical. There we go. Nice little medical place for people to be. And everyone has their own bedroom. Illustration's one sucks. Actually, only one person gets an impressive one, and it's Nyx. Nyx is a bit of a madam, though, so we'll leave him be with that. Okay. I still want to turn this into an industrial area, but it's got too much crap on the ground, and well, it's just generally a crappy place. Illustration is going to have his hands full with just dealing with the plants right now. Voomer will continue to research. Lona's on the animal, so that leaves Nyx and Health to take care of most other things. Are they good at building for what it's worth? 5 and 7. So yeah, decent at construction. Hopefully they're both told to do it. That's a yes. Good. I was looking for the colored bar mod for like 2 weeks. Thanks, Jake. Oh yeah, there's tons of great mods out there. Okay, there's a few things I want, specifically for tighter storage, because all this stuff is sitting around and I do not like it like that. Unfortunately, it costs a lot of stuff that I don't have tons of. But I might make myself a steel weapons cabinet anyway. Just somewhere to finally put a lot of these weapons that are sitting around. Even though it will be flammable. Even despite that. Yeah, despite that, I'll put you along here. What else do I want? I would like some food baskets. Now these are very not vanilla. It's from deep storage, but I just hate the aesthetic of things just thrown around the floor like that. I cannot stand it. So, what do we do here? I actually could just set them up here and keep with the fire stuff there. Might actually be for the better for now. I can always move them later on. Couple of them. Am I going to need a couple? I'll put a couple of them anyway. Costs a lot of slate, but at least I have a lot of slate. Deep storage is a great mod, yeah. Tell me about it. Not really sure I can afford a skip. A pallet would be nice, but again, pallet made of wood is going to cost a lot of wood I don't have. I don't know if you can move pallets later on, but you probably can. That's fine, this should do for now at least. That reinforced barrel is wasting away out there though. And has a... oh, I think it sells back at full price. Right, all the more reason I should be taking it inside. People aren't going to be so interested in it if it's half rotting away. Alright, come on, John. Learn everything you can about plants. I need that heal root so much. He's a one-man cotton-picking machine. Didn't know you had it in you, John, but you evidently do. Lona failing quite a lot of training, but that's somewhat to be expected. But on the other hand, come on, Lona. You blew everything early by getting us these very important elephants. You gotta keep it going. 5 whole elephants, though. There's as many elephants as there are people here. I do worry that they're going to eat all of the grass here, though, and have very little left. But there is a lot of area here. I can even give them a free roam around this, and it's not going to be a big issue. Tell Luna to slap them to a certain dominance. Tell her yourself. Oh, there's our corn. Come on, John, come on. He's getting there. He'll certainly get there by the time all that's dealt with. Who was going to be our cook, though? Was it Lona? Yeah, now Lona is cooking. Good. Simple meals for a simple person, but that's okay. Now, you are going to be a critical place to store corn and also... You know what? You are going to be a critical place to store foods. Raw food, meat, vegetarian products, animal products. Not jelly. Absolutely not jelly. I know this is silly. Forget that. That is well silly. You're a good place for vegetarian food. And you're a good place for raw meat, which does not include elephant meat, human meat, or what was the other one? Insect meat. It's actually, I quite like this whole thing about because elephants are venerated, we can't eat their meat. Otherwise, the food situation would have been trivialized by just killing off our own elephants for their food. So I'm more than happy with that. Excellent, John is there. Okay, please start sowing us some heel root. Oh, he's going to finish off with this, isn't he? Ah, he'll get it done in due time. Not too worried about it. We do have a little bit of heel root to keep us going for now. Having our medical stuff taken care of now, that's a nice change. Is insect jelly honey? No, it's just insect jelly. What does the game say about it? Jelly stored and used as food by oversized insects. It is smooth, rich, and fulfills the recreational need of those who consume it. Because of its unique biological properties, it can nourish almost any creature and it never rots. It's good for that, but it's even better for money. $8 per unit of it is huge. I mean, 1 unit of lovely cloth is $1.50. So, yeah, space honey. We'll go with that then, if it makes you feel better. Oh, this is stony soil. No wonder this stuff wasn't so good. Let's remove... Oh, wrong thing. Shrink zone. None of that. Shame to lose all that meat. I could have turned it into food. Actually, why wasn't I turning it into food? I guess people just weren't busy on that. Cooking food is labor intensive, sadly. Lona will be spending a lot of time cooking. Unfortunately, she doesn't really care about it, so she's not getting a lot of skill out of it. But I can't afford John to be busy with that. John needs to be planting that heel root for me. That heel root that I really, really need. Well, he'll sow that area instead. A 57-year-old nurse is... she profaned a peace ritual between the Sharp Gang and the Confederation. They're both chasing her. She begs for safety, offers to join us. We don't know anything about you, though. Both the Sharp Gang and the Confederation. Well, I don't think so. I really don't think so. This is a charity quest. People with charitable beliefs can... No thanks. It would be faster if it didn't have the outside debuff to working speed. Yeah, I'd like to be cooking indoors, but that's not much of an option right now. Someone needs to get to work on that weapons thing of ours. It's just generally people need to get to bloody work. Do I really need more rice, though? With all of this corn, do I need more rice? Maybe this is the more important place to put heel root down on. It's closer, it's going to grow faster. I'll heel root that up, but then what do I want growing over here? Probably just more heel root. More medicine is good medicine. And it gives all the people that don't know how to do heel root work over here to do with planting that corn. That's good. And the people at least at 6 can go and plant those. Alright, things are going smooth. I'm sure Randy will find an opportunity to make things go less smooth. Oh yeah, we're not making those cowboy hats. Who's meant to be our tailor? Voomer loves tailoring. There we go. Go and tailor if you're not researching, please, Voomer. No, you're going to have a conversation. Boomer and Lona are going to discuss the topic of relationship between man's spread through the universe and sex. I think Boomer's just rubbing it in on Lona right now that she is really getting some. Oh, good lord. I'm surprised she doesn't have a movement penalty to all that. You alright there, Health? Yeah, hampers and pallets could store textiles for sure. I could shove a pallet indoors and deal with that. It's just the pallet would need to be made of what exactly? Wood, steel, or silver. All things I lack. Ah, we'll live. Nice thing is you get a summary of how much longer the stuff you have there can last at current temperature and such. Oh, nice. Health. Learned a bit more about... Wait, how did you learn about plants just waking up? Did you learn something by talking about makeup or eating? Yeah, maybe the dryad tree just being bonded with it is slowly giving you knowledge about plants. Or yeah, maybe you were down there tending to it. I guess that would make sense. I'll guess. Plant skill is so important to these tribal freaks, though. What's up there, John? Still putting on his face. Voomer trying to put together a cowboy hat for us. A normal cowboy hat, right, Health, wherever you are. That is your priority. In fact, I don't want to force you to because it's a pain to check what is forced and not forced. But your headgear should not include anything other than that hat. Where is it at? It's even called again. Cowboy hat. There we go. So shortly you're going to understand that and take off what you were wearing and put on that hat. Ah, jeez. It went away, didn't it? It went somewhere. There it is. He had a very intense dream about plants. It's possible. One of the backstories is somebody dreaming so hard about something that they become very good at it. Still a lot of stuff to be collected there. Come on, Health. If we don't haul it over, the animals are going to eat it for us. Ah, I don't think I copied this over to here. I was wondering why one of them was so empty. Could I perhaps make myself a hamper? Oh, hamper needs steel, but steel I do have. The hamper can hold 100 kilos of various things, and I could use the hamper to store more cloth, maybe? No, actually, I think hamper is one thing that can't store cloth. But I am getting a lot of cloth here, and I need to store it somewhere that's going to stop Stop dying. Actually, it's no big deal if the cloth goes down in quality, because even if the cloth only has 1 hit point left, you can still use it and make something that's going to be perfectly fine. And Boomer's making us all those wonderful hats. Actually, I think you're going to make the next one out of elephant stuff. Insulation against the heat is pretty low with an elephant hat, and pretty decent with cloth. Ah well, it's gonna get made anyway. Just happy to finally see some heel roots plugged into the ground there. Alright, those hats are ours. The question is if we want other things around here. Some dusters would probably be useful when it starts getting really hot, but I think everybody wearing clothes doesn't actually have a problem with heat. Well, John sure doesn't. Maybe we should prep ourselves with some dusters. 5 dusters, please. And it's teaching Boomer a thing or two about good crafting as well, which is excellent. Haven't been paying attention to recreation. People are recommended to have 5 types, and currently they do not. Food consumption, not happening. Solitary, social, cerebral. I really only have 3. People are trying to drink my booze, but I don't want them to drink my booze. The hoopstone ring, I think, doesn't count as cerebral. I think that's a dexterity play. So it's no big deal to smack that out here, and then people can play the good old game of throw stone through hoop. Jake, when do we get the next raid? Well, people aren't currently complaining about lack of doing raids, but we will have to go out there and take over probably this. Even though it's just a little bit of leather and some pemmican, it'll be very good for us. How long does it take to get there? Not even a day. Once we have 3 elephants that can go out and kill for us, that's when we'll start doing it. Fan of Gaming is ready to go. Actually, I just think Fan of Gaming and Mr. Grande should be enough for it. And Mr. Grande is 1 out of 2 for attack. So that's what we'll do. And I won't even send many people on it. I think I'll send... who would I send on it? Feel bad for Baron, not bonded to Voomer. I'd wait till you have dusters and hats, given the heat, Jake. Well, we already have the hats, for sure. But I'll send out 1 person that's good at healing. And maybe 1 backup person. Actually, if I send out both of our healers, that should be okay. Solar Flare. Oh, wonderful. Solar Flare is normally one of the more annoying things to get, but as a tribal it doesn't affect us because we don't have anything that runs on electricity. Nothing peaceful out there, walking around with loads of meat or skin for us. Oh well. Wakey wakey eggs and bakey, folks. That was a stroke of genius putting the table there. Grande pregnant once again, and failing to learn how to attack, sadly. I think your elephants are out of grass. I don't think so, plenty of grass around here. And I did extend them quite the way up. Quite the way up. Later on I'll need some proper hay economy for elephants, but we're far from that point right now. As long as they can eat what comes out of the ground, it's all good. So are people happy about all these elephants? I have many venerated. I don't know what counts as around them, though. Is there a distance? Do you need to have a certain number of them tamed? It's something I just don't know. So glad to have all this cloth. I really am tempted to build a whole bunch of cloth armchairs to celebrate. So I will. They'll be comfortable for people that have to do all this bleeding work. Like, sitting on that stool is not a comfortable situation for Boomer. Attacking these rhinos would be very, very dangerous. I'd probably enrage both of them, so I'd be attacked by 2 of them. I could I could screen using elephants, but if a rhino just gets close to someone, they can kill in one hit. And that's bad news for me. Very bad. This stuff needs more roofing going on here. Let's shrink that down. The roof can't actually reach out that far. So ignore those orders. Belay that order. That's how it's said. Alright, largely the food situation is under wraps. I'm actually going to set it so that we make food until we have No. Until we have 20 of them. Pause when satisfied, and then make again when we only have 5. Maybe a bit more than that, 10. Look everywhere, that should be fine. And I won't do the single simple meals anymore. That agave fruit's probably going to go off, but that's no big deal. Hopefully we can use all this corn for making the elephants happier as well. The fact that this corn was able to grow without having problems like blight or being set fire to is a wonderful step forward to us. Food production is now something that is really firmly under wraps, so I'm extra happy about that. Otherwise, how are those dusters coming on? Okay, seems like a duster takes quite a bit longer to make. Work speed value 50%. Yeah, you need a powered one to go faster than that. It's fair. Can you implant bionic stuff into elephants? No. No, sadly not. Animals can't have bionics. There's mods for that, of course, but I don't have those in. You can, however, drug them up. All I have to give them are beer and wake up. But let's say my strategy was all about only using elephants for fighting. I could give them go juice, and that would make them incredibly powerful at fighting. But it would probably also get them addicted to go juice. And that's a problem. Because then they would go on a rampage if I didn't give them their sweet juice. And they tend to want that. 189 wood, so I actually have some wood. I got 199 slate blocks as well. I know a guy who wants some nicer flooring, and he will get it. I think I remember reading about elephants in Southeast Asia that are given stimulants so they work longer. Yeah, but same thing happens to humans. Can't worry about these things. Slept in the heat. Now, I think the heat of a room is different from what people's satisfied temperature is. I'm just happy that even though it's 40 degrees Celsius outside, you might actually be getting a bit of heat stroke from that, but you'd be getting severely heat stroked if you didn't have that cowboy hat on. I can force Health to wear clothes, but he gets such a mood buff from letting it all hang free that I don't really want to stop him from that. Lona came near Baron while talking to herself about kids' games. Telling Baron about all these kids' games he could be good at. When's that dryad gonna bleed and grow up? A go juiced up elephant rampaging your way would definitely sap your motivation to raid. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Baron or Grande, if either of you can just learn how to fight. We're 1 out of 2 on Grande, 0 out of 2 on Baron. If just one of them learns how to fight, I'm going to bring them over for a big old raid. People who participate in the raid get even happier. I don't know how long the mood buff lasts though, so I'm not willing to commit my entire team to it, because if we go out and some raiders come here and burn down our home, it's going to be pretty bad. I'm not actually that well protected against raiders, really. Elephants are my main form of defense. Which reminds me, when do you guys become old enough to be considered fighting? Growth time. Adulthood is reached in 2/3 of a year. Alright. Oh, John's slagging off Lona's cooking. He got sick from it. He's probably wishing that he was still doing his own cooking. It's tempting to use the elephants to bring down the Mega Sloth. The Mega Sloth produces quite a lot of everything. It's got mega meat and mega good heavy fur. Heavy fur is super durable, makes excellent clothes. My god, Boomer, you're slow at making those dusters. Probably because I'm making you do it in complete darkness, but you're still really slow. Speaking of people working complete darkness, there's Nick's just relegated to making someone else's room look nice. That's not even the room I wanted Illustrajon to be in. I wanted him to have this room. Flash storm, huh? Not a problem. That's not my home. Let's make sure it's not our home area. None of this is home. Nope. Nope. The game automatically designates home areas when you build stuff. It can be a bit of a pain, especially if you're doing temporary storage areas or long distance electricity carrying. Taking a long time getting this building work done. Who's on construction? Health should be constructing. What's he busy doing? Oh, well, he's constructing all of that, I suppose. Go and make that steel weapons cabinet for me, please. There we go. Now, I want this to hold any not bio-coded weapons. And all of them should do for now. I always sell or get rid of them later on. Oh, maybe I have too many crap weapons, but this thing can hold a lot of weapons, can't it? Oh, yeah, yeah. It should be fine for holding them. And can I move it later on? Yes, I can. Excellent. Alright, night-night to everybody once again. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. That's not good. That's my corn. Everybody get up and deal with that. It's already spreading out there. Whew. Oh, oh no. Alright, no, that's our own fire. We intend on that one. That's okay. Dry thunderstorms are very dangerous. Yeah, do you get popcorn if you set fire to a cornfield? I doubt you do, but it sounds funny enough to be real. Health and Voomer say, well, that was a really hot morning of beating out fires. So beat this. Even more lovin'. 4 stacked lovin'. Jinx, it's gonna fall off. Okay, plasteel is really good, but we don't have a lot of great ways to use it as tribals. Oh no. Oh, 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 oh no. Right. Right. Thankfully it was just one of them, but we need it dealt with. Where is everybody? Everybody is asleep. Right. The animals are all going to be... Oh, cripes. Lona is the only one that can get them. Yeah, I forgot about that one. Okay. Lona, take them all. We got a rhino to kill. He doesn't bash down these doors. Everybody stay in bed. Okay, good. It's coming over to this side. That should make our lives a little easier. Alright, attack. Okay, who's gonna win? Rhino versus elephant. Whoa, look at that though. That was an 18 hit crack into an elephant's natural hefty defensive armor. Could we get someone with a gun to help us out? You two have guns. Come and give it what for. We are barely doing anything to it. Alright, bring it down. There we go. Nothing to be worried about. Permanent gunshot to the brain bringing this thing down. And see, that would have been a huge problem for us if we didn't have Lona working her magic with the elephants. Also, you want to be with Boomer, so there you go. There was a horrible problem with the game before where... Ooh, don't be bleeding on me. This is a problem. I want to tend to them, but I need to give them a spot to tend to them. I can just slam it over here. And I'll say Baron go there. And Fan of Gaming go there. And hopefully they make use of it. Don't know if they will or won't, because it's not inside their allowed areas. What if I say you can go wherever you want? Gosh darn it. Still need to treat those, so get yourselves to bed. Ah, good opportunity for Nyx to get that extra... Oh, he already got that medical training, didn't he? Boomer, then. Forget making that duster. You go and tend to these. Tend to and tend to. Once they're tended, I'm going to get rid of these sleeping spots, because otherwise our people are going to go and feed them for us, and I don't want that. It's not worth the time. Also, Lona, I know you love animals, but you're going to have to chop this one up. Ah, failed training attack again. We're not having good luck with that. We could have friendly fired on our elephants, but I believe we didn't. Rhinoceros teeth, rhinoceros horn, horn, and horn. See, I had faith that Nyx and Boomer wouldn't flub their shots. Nyx is a terrible shot. Boomer is also a terrible shot. Health is the only one around here who knows actually how to fire a weapon. Lona would like to, but she's a brawler, so there's no way I'm giving her a ranged weapon. There we go. I'll get rid of that so that Baron can go and do Baron's usuals. He'll heal up fine with that. In fact, he barely took any real damage. 8 on one leg, a little bit on a hoof. His moving only went down by 9%. Easy peasy. Oh, see there, you're feeding a simple meal to a fan of gaming. I don't want that. Do not do that. Fan of gaming can go and eat some grass. In fact, that's exactly what he's going to do. If we worship elephants, do we think the rhinos are evil? Well, that one certainly was. Decided to go off on us for no good reason. It's kind of tempting to now kill off the other one, knowing that it's not going to be an issue. It would stop eating all my stuff, but it's a little too dangerous for these elephants that I do want to take on a raiding party. As soon as 2 of them know how to attack. Oh, that means Lona would have to be part of the expedition. So Lona and Vuma would go off on that. Speaking of going off on one, what's your problem? Ravenously hungry and intensely oh yeah, Christ, Illustrajon's got that food poisoning going for him. Eating when you have food poisoning is ridiculous. When you have food poisoning, your eating is reduced, but so is your consciousness. But consciousness also affects eating. So you end up taking 10 times as long to eat, and if you vomit in the middle of it, you have to start over. It's horrible. Food poisoning is just a horrible thing to have happen to you in the game. And it's all because Lona doesn't know how to cook. Now that little injury is not going to cause a miscarriage. Is miscarriage more likely late into gestation or early into gestation? It's just one of those things I do not know. Alright, we cleaned up a bit of the mess with all the weapons and jammed them into our locker here, which is rather nice. Most of them I don't intend on using, I just didn't want them hanging around there. Now I want some more storage things like clothing racks, but again, I don't really want to use any of these things. Wood, I guess, makes the most sense. But I am tight on wood. Yeah, it's not worth it. I'd rather just have them strew around on the ground than anything else. Travelers, you say? These travelers don't happen to be carrying a lot of supplies on them, are they? Actually, they're a bunch of nudists. They look like a bunch of nudists. Yeah, there we go. Nudism. High impact. Clothing binds, controls, and suffocates us. We should all hang free. Well, health, don't get wrapped up in their ways. It's just a gimmick. We really believe in what you do. He's a bit sweaty, but at least he's not getting heat stroke again. There we go, Lona. Cut it all up. Now, Lona won't get the full amount out of this because of that crappy cooking skill. But we gotta make do with what we have, and what we have is not much. There we go, 148 rhino meat won't go amiss. This whole place is a disaster zone of filth, though. Someday I'd like to give it some proper flooring and not make it quite so hideous. But I need a lot of steel for that. There is steel that I could mine out here, that much is true, and a whole lot over here. What I could do is fill it with concrete, which is undesirable, but still better than this dirt on the ground. Actually, it's the same as the dirt on the ground. Instead of that, though, I could always do the neutral one. Paved tiles are twice as expensive, but still cheap. Could fill it full of paved tiles. And I think you do actually get the paved tiles back, at least. Just use wooden floors, oh heavens, no. Who's our miner again? Was it Lona? Lona the best at mining? Forget best at mining, you're the only one competent enough at mining. Trouble is, you're now also our cook, and our animal people, or person. Regardless, though, I can't change the fact that I need this stuff mined, so mine it pretty please. You know, at your earliest convenience. As we get John a half-decent bedroom. A digger is passing by. His name is Monkey. Undergrounder, cannibal, misogynist, great at mining. But nothing worth killing him over. Do you have ancient dangers on the map? I don't know. I haven't spotted any, but I haven't taken a very good look. Every chance we do, though. God, I'm so tempted to kill that mega sloth through the power of elephants. Elephants and guns, I suppose. But since I can't freeze the meat, that would go to waste quite a lot. Yeah, our ancient dangers are all bugs. Oh wait, look at all this mess. Did some of them die here? That's just regular animal filth, I think. There we go. These bedrooms are still pretty bad, but that's because they don't have any lovely artwork for them. How much jade does it take to make a wee sculpture? 50. I'd rather make large ones. Hard to give them good places to be. Rosa says, I'll take this sloth. I wonder about that. Little baby elephants aren't the ones that are going to be getting into fights here, I'm afraid. I should probably start training up these little baby elephants, though. All the way up to attack, please, Lona. Okay, right. The food situation is taken care of. The medicine situation is actively being taken care of. As John just takes a seat in the only comfy chair there is. Actually, isn't one of these good? Yeah, actually a good chair is better than a crappy sofa. Is it worth making a terror sculpture? A what? A what? A person-sized piece of material sculpted into a threatening form. Slaves who spend time around it will feel terror, which makes them stay suppressed for longer and reduces slave rebellions. Ooh. Very... No, that's uninstalling. And they give psi focus bonus. Interesting. A lot of work to make. Negative beauty. Perhaps when we get some slaves. Baron is wondering which elephant is their child. Can't believe you forgot. Your son is Surfer Rosa, and your bond is with Boomer. Come on, John, plant that heal root. We need it. Boomer getting better at crafting, which is good. It's giving us all those dusters, which we're certainly going to need in due time. Yeah, a hare. Not so sure I'm worried about one mad hare, really. But it's coming for Lona. It's really coming for Lona. Fieldwork, hunting, or taming. I don't want to interrupt Lona, who's almost finished with this. But I don't want Lona to get nibbled by that. Oh, wrong person to assign. Don't want you getting nibbled there. Save me, elephant friend. Also go and kill that thing for us. Elephant leg crushed its little body, mashed its tail, and broke its spine. Good job, fan of gaming. I thought in the story the elephants were meant to be scared of the hares. That interrupted us making a fat load of food as well, which is a shame, but that's going to suspend... No, it's not hit the suspend point yet. It's like the story of mice and men, except it was a rabbit and an elephant. Still squeezed it too tight, though. Okay, Jings, this taming is... Well, not taming, but the training has taken a while. It is one more to go on Baron. Fan of Gaming's already figured out how to attack. And where's our other big grey friend? Mr. Grande. Alright, one of those two will get it, and then I'm going on a rampage. Once we finish our raid, I'm going to go and grab some dinner, because heavens knows I haven't stopped to eat or drink or do anything that bodies tend to need to do after long periods of time. You failed. Failed on Rook. And then I'm going to come back for Black and White too, because I did say I'd be streaming that. Boom rats could be a real problem around here, but we've dealt with fire a few times and come out on top. I do like to eat our cotton though. I like that cotton. What I should really do is put up a line here. Oh hey, it's that dryad thing. It's going to pop us out wood. Hopefully it can eat just any old garbage off the ground. I don't mind you being unrestricted, but I think I'll move you in with the animals. Igor should be unrestricted though, or else Igor's going to get really hungry. Igor is really hungry. Igor has severe malnutrition. Whoops. There was nothing Igor could eat out there. Well, go and eat yourself some raw food. I don't really mind. It didn't pop up saying animal malnutrition, which is strange. Maybe it only says when they're in medical emergency, which would be at the end of all that. Oh god, that dog must be so happy to eat that food though. 76% malnutrition's insane. It did pop up? Okay, well, I didn't see it then. Which is every bit as bad. Okay, John is getting really good with plants here. Are you really so good with... Well, I suppose you have your tomato plants and your, what was it, habaneros or ghost peppers or something like that. Go figure you have some affinity towards the plants. Just good. I can finally get some heal root growing, which I have desperately wanted for a long time. This isn't a ton of the stuff. You only get one heal root per bit sown here, but it'll be enough to keep us going for a while. All the while, Health very slowly figures out his arse from his elbow when it comes to planting these cacti. Probably not worth doing cacti. I'd probably get more out of the Drago tree. 24 wood as opposed to 15 wood. It's less labor intensive that way. Why not? I was getting greedy. Oh, no, you're just going to cut this stuff down then? I doubt I'm going to get anything out of it. Oh, I get some out of it. Okay, some is better than nothing. It's a shame nobody's really working on construction right now, but it's the thing with the early game, this awkward transition where there's so much you want to do, but you can't quite do it all. For example, we stopped making blocks altogether. Are you going to rename the dryads? I don't care one bit about these dryads, so no, I'm not going to rename them. You are not, however, paying attention to my animals thing. Don't tell me you need pens. Probably not. Not my concern, at least. As long as I get something that looks like wood coming out of all of this, it's okay. Not even bothering to cool this place down, but again, people should be fine. I don't mind people sleeping in the heat. It's not a big debuff to them. I do mind people getting heat stroke, though. They absolutely should not. Got these cowboy hats, which frankly I think everybody should be wearing. And that means I have to go to assignment. Anything. What should I do? A new outfit here. I don't want you wearing tainted. When it comes to headgear, I only really want you wearing cowboy hats, because they'll keep you cool. Because this whole place is going to be hot almost all the time. I'm not really looking for anybody to be wearing armor right now. Armor slows you down and stuff. So I'll deal with that later. Although if we find armor, it would be kind of cool. You know what, I don't have a problem with people wearing flak. Flak is okay. The rest of the stuff is just why, though. Utility, forget it. No time for utilities right now. No need for nobles. And then there's all this stuff. To which I say, yay to dusters. Yay to jackets. Yay to pants. Tribal wear. Is a duster... A duster's a coat. I thought a duster was like a t-shirt. I guess I clearly don't know things here. So you can wear any kind of shirt with a duster. I guess that's okay. Tribal wear is still good, though. Parka, I think, is an over thing, so I don't want people wearing parkas if there are dusters available. And no burkas for us either. There we go. See how that works. Or see if I've just made a horrible mistake for everybody. I don't like Illustrajon keeping his face hidden behind that mask, though. I know it's a nice way of saying this is who we managed to kill, but still. Have some decorum, man. Everybody trots to sleep. Everybody but Nyx, that is. What are you doing, Nyx? I think he was just getting some wood for us, though. I don't like how the ideology made you persuade prisoners twice because you need to convert them. Huh? Persuade prisoners twice because you need to convert them. Oh, you mean one thing to get them on your team, another thing entirely to convert them. I can see that point of view, but I've not been fussed about it so far because I haven't needed to convert anyone. I don't like having large groups of people on the team, so I'm not jumping at the prospect of getting more. Especially when whatever people can do, elephants can do. I might bring all 3 elephants on this little trip then. What has me doubting that is the fact that then I'd be elephantless for my own home defenses, which I don't really like, but I might still bring Voomer and Lona away on a trip. If they bring simple meals, that should be enough to keep them fed during the journey. So if I form a caravan to go to here, which only takes half a day, and I say that it will be Lona and Voomer and all of the elephants who can eat along the way, they can graze. Holy moly, can they carry? I didn't think elephants were beasts of burden. Well, I'll be damned. Elephants just got a whole lot better in my book. I could have sworn I played before and they weren't pack animals. Okay, they can also be ridden to increase the speed of the caravan. What is all this wonderful quality of life in the base game as well? I'm astonished. Also, I forget who I'm bringing along. Not you two, you're too young, right? I guess T1 means trained to level 1. Travel supplies, I hate that this does this automatically. Still though, six simple meals seems to make sense, especially since the animals can graze along the way. And I don't need to bring anything else. Maybe a couple bits of medicine just in case. My elephants are trained to fight. You only have 1.9 days of food and you'll become hungry quickly. That's fine. Besides, you should be able to forage some stuff along the way, shouldn't you? Also, I forgot to put my exit point. I don't want it being all the way over here. Not that this is much better, but still. Where is it? Misk. Caravan. Journey spot. Spot, which controls where caravans leave the map. Spot for forming caravans. Put this near your stockpiles to speed up caravan progress. Well, sort yourself out there and bugger off over there. The deserter. Hunted by a loyalty squad, they wish to join you at Elephant Graveyard. They know the location of a key outpost containing 2... Oh, I want that. They will immediately be attacked. Oh, I will become an enemy of the fallen Imperium. That is a terrible idea. I like that a lot, but becoming an enemy of the Imperials is a quick way to die. Those people have advanced weaponry, good armaments. Sadly, they don't use their own psi powers, but it'll do. Oh, okay, they're going to leave the map this way. Illustrajon just got sick as well. Also, we got ourselves a bulk goods trader. I hope I didn't send away the only people capable of social. Actually, who is capable of social around here? That would be John, as usual. Bulk traders are here. That's good news for me. Now, I could kill them. If I decide that the stuff they have is worth killing them over, it is an option. But I don't think it is. Not a lot of... look at that silver. Yeah, I don't think so. I only slightly regret going on the bad side of the Concord now, because the Concord could give me industrial goods that I'm really going to be wanting. Why are you guys waiting? Oh, Grande. Grande's early stage pregnancy is slowing them down on top of that brain stabby scar they have. But that's okay, I'm sure the caravan will succeed. 8 tiles a day, shouldn't take long to go there. The day's rot in one, it'll be fine. And if it's not fine, at least they have some stuff that they can scavenge while they're out there. Give it your all. Yeah, they had a lot of human meat. Sadly, I don't have a lot of uses for human meat. Making kibble with that is all well and good, but it's not worth buying, and it's not worth spending the time making kibble. Now, if they have a lot of wood, now that's a different story. Well, I have 134 wood, which I am strongly considering buying. But more than anything, I want to sell the junk that I have right now. So, John, once you're done planting that tree, go and talk to our good friends. Oh, Nyx is finally making ourselves some armchairs. Nix is not the best at construct. Well, actually, he is literally the best that we have in construction. Okay. Actually, before I do this, I should check with numbers to see who has the best. What is the word called? Is it negotiate? No, it's called price. Price. It's not called price. Is it trade? Trade improvement. And yes, it is illustration. Very well. Oh, I really would love to have a goat. They sell pemmican as well. I like pemmican. It also costs a lot. I only have 324 gold. I should consider what I can sell to them first, and that would be all my meat, because my meat would go off otherwise. I also have a lot of corn. It wouldn't be too bad of me to sell a few hundred corn, considering that I'm making more of it, but it doesn't make me a lot of money doing that. I can get rid of all my rice. The rice doesn't last for as long as the corn. And the agave fruit is going to go off as well. Selling that insect jelly is worth too much money not to. I have a lot of cloth, but I'm going to keep it. Skins though. Bird skin, light leather, lizard skin, plain leather. They just take up space without a lot I can do with them because they're in such small amounts. Camel hide, I think I'll even get rid of. Elephant leather, bye-bye. Fox fur, bye-bye. Human leather, now that's a tough one. Human leather is quite useful to turn into things like furniture and sell, so I think I'll hold on to that for now. Bye-bye rhino leather though. Let's get rid of that wake up before it causes us any problems. These barrels are so good, it's kind of a shame, but I am going to sell them. Tech print, I guess I'll keep hold of it. The beer could be useful for folks, I'll keep that. I'm definitely buying that wood, despite the high cost of it. And I guess I could get rid of the awful clothes that I have. Awful, poor. Even those crummy lizard pants are probably worth getting rid of. All this stuff's just taking up space, and I'd really rather just sell it. Yeah, jinx. Sheep wool tribe wear pool. Cloth tribal wear. I'll still get rid of it. There's a lot I can buy by getting rid of all this stuff though. Torque, away it goes. Keep those hats even though they're poor, because I do want to wear them. Then it's the question, what I take off of you? Don't really want these veils or these headdresses. I did really want that pemmican. It's just a good way to keep some food that's going to last, just in case I accidentally run out of all other options. And it saves me the effort of having to make it myself, and it is effort. Otherwise, it's not unthinkable to buy the devil strand off of them. Insulation against the heat is enormous. This would be a good thing to actually get for making a good hat for our nudist if it gets really hot. It is horribly expensive though. Jake, get the animals. I don't know about that. I'm going to reveal my ignorance about breeding here. Can a ram mate with a goat doe? I'm getting a no on that one. Then again, a female one would give me milk. It's ram with an ewe. Does ewe give me milk? No, it gives me wool, of course. So, sheep and sheep. For sheep wool. 270 wool per year. Shearing every 10 days, and it's just going to eat any crap that we find on the ground. No, I don't want to take care of animals that way. Okay, now the problem arises that I'm giving them way too much, so I guess I'm going to keep some of my stuff. Like my rhino leather. Or alternatively, I could buy their mega sloth wool, which is half decent, but probably not worth it. I want their medicine. I might be growing my own, but you never know if I'm going to end up in a bad situation where I want that medicine. This is tough though, it doesn't have a whole lot else for me. I guess I will buy that devil strand then. And I'm still paying over the odds for it. I guess I could just keep some of my rice then. And that's a deal and a half. Wait, Illustrajon just vomit? No, it's not him vomiting. One of these guys is vomiting. No, it is Illustrajon with yet more food poisoning, vomiting all over our newly bought stuff. Is buying Devil Strand even worth it? Not really, but I had the money anyway, so I figured I'd get it. Making it into a good hat for health would be pretty damn nice. I would like to make another cowboy hat. This one only made out of Devil Strand. Please get to it. Then I will actually just force health to wear it, so that should take care of all of his heat needs for a while. Oh yeah, look at that. We got Power Mac actually turning up as one of our traders here. Anybody else recognize some names here? I think it's just Power Mac coming in. That 8 Implant talks to me, but that Pyromaniacy does quite the opposite. Oh god, we're all getting sick here. No, oh damn, Lona got sick on the journey. You don't need me to tell you that's bad bloody news. Well, they got some agave fruit, and they got some rice and some extra meals on them, so they should be okay. I'm gonna hope they'll be okay. Are these the 5 you plan on keeping, or are you going to choose from all 9 you have at a later point? What do you mean, all 9 I have? All 9? My plan is to not exceed more than 7 people at any one time. I could accept 8 if there's some extenuating circumstances, which I don't think is a real word. But the plan is to stick to this. Oh, so you are going to go all sorts of nasty. Oh man, John's just puking up. He's trying to eat because he's really hungry, but he just keeps throwing up, and his eat speed is at 13%. I was making up a number for you to finish the quest to ditch all but 5. Ah, right. Well, that is so far away that I can't even consider it, so I won't bother. Okay, we got here. Let's power up. How are you feeling about it? Not that hungry, not that anything really. You should be fine for it. Huh. There's a lot of stuff to steal here. Wasn't aware there was so much stuff to steal here. I like this. Alright, let's go for it. Those animals should be attacking as soon as they can. Oh god, Lona can barely do anything. Oh crap, no, 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 no. I hope the animals can go and destroy those automated turret things, because we're going to have some trouble with that. Didn't expect there to be an automated turret, actually. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but still, I'm not happy with it. Smash it bad. But don't blow it up. Okay, that's not good. Sometimes they just blow up, unfortunately. I missed that message there. Are you running away? You are running away. Oh, jings, that is rough stuff. Okay, well, let's not let it get to us. There might be some stuff that we can take out of all of this. And claim you, claim you, claim you. And we'll see what's inside. You're probably going to be able to do all of this faster. We need to finish this up a lot faster now, though. I'm going to steal this battery, actually. I'm going to deconstruct that solar generator for bits. We're going to tend to the animals when we're on the move, not now. I think it'll take a while for that to injure it so much that it needs to be a problem for us. Sandstone bed, granite bed, normal granite bed, passive cooler. I was hoping there'd be some nicer stuff for us here, honestly. No, not a lot for us to really care about here, sadly. However, there we go, participated in a raid. I participated in a raid, now they'll all know me. How about you guys? How do you feel about the raid thing? You guys don't care about it. I thought there was meant to be a less than 25 days since our last raid, plus 12 to mood. I'm not seeing any of that yet. Maybe you need to finish the raid first. Recent conquest, Jake. Recent conquest? Ah, that's it. Ah, well noted. I didn't see that. But there it is. We recently raided another faction. Their suffering will be their teacher. Ooh, a standing lamp. Wouldn't mind that, actually. I need you to go and uninstall that, please. Is there anything else I'm going to steal? Lights an area. It needs electricity, which I evidently don't have, but I hate being on a timer thanks to Fan of Gaming and Baron bleeding. Actually, Fan of Gaming is going to be a real problem for me if you die soon enough. But that's why I'm just going to do this as quickly as possible. I'm going to take that shotgun too. Nice to see you had that for us. And let's keep these doors open, shall we? What's Lona up to? Oh, you're just very slowly moving around. No, the people in the cages are very much not alive, I'm afraid. They're all very, very dead bodies. Ooh, that's going to take a while to disassemble. Would you uninstall that and uninstall that, please, Lona? I don't think we'll take the dead body with us. And I can't bring the passive coolers with me either. How much work would it be to uninstall these and take their wood? 4, right, well then. That's some more uninstalling to be done, please. Take the skull from the corpse? Nah, there's no time. These animals are so beaten up and dead that, well, can't be having it. I want to get this stuff done as soon as possible and then get out of here. The animals will be patched up on the road. Wooden floor also. Yeah, I mean, I'd love to steal a whole lot more from here, but it's not going to happen. Wait, for some reason it takes forever to take that apart? Despite your level 9 construction? Okay, then not worth it. Is it possible to perhaps claim and uninstall it then? That seems to be a good bit faster. There's something to be said about taking the bed, but normal is not good enough, or rather not enough to be worth my time. I bet that wooden butcher table will be worth a bit if we disassemble it. Baron's moving is way down because of all that injury. And Fan of Gaming is bleeding out a whole lot. Let's get this done and we are out of here. Just claim it and form the caravan. Really? You can do that? I'm taking those components, that leather, that steel, the standing lamps, even the crappy chairs will do. Certainly taking the battery. Could take the dead body. Might spoil on the way back. Give me something to carve up though. Taking that shotgun. Oh, I can take the whole table with me. That's nice. A proper butcher table would be nice. Wasn't aware you could just take all this stuff. I could even take all these steel gibbet cages. They have value. Not bad. I can even take that normal bed and that big old table. And the sandstone bed. Yeah, elephants really can carry a lot. Anything else I want to take back with me? Alright. Ah, amazing! They don't have to faff around at the place there. I had no idea that was the case. No idea at all. Oh, you're still bleeding out there, though. Hopefully you take care of yourselves on the route. Ah, they are being tended to, I believe. That doesn't look very being tended to me. Who'd buy a dead rat for 55 bucks? Shashil. There's a bit of an art to finding a buyer for these things. Okay, good, you are being tended to. I was a little worried for you. Only a little, though. Hopefully it doesn't impact you getting back here too badly. There we go, an excellent seat. In that case, I'm going to uninstall that crappy armchair and put this good armchair where it deserves to be. Meanwhile, John is just going through the horrible pains of his food poisoning. It's in full flow. Oh, I'll bet it's in full flow. If these guys could kindly leave right about now, I'd be grateful. They're probably going to eat the pemmican that I just bought off of them, which would be a damn shame. There we go. Chings, that explosion from the automated gun turret was unfortunate. But not nearly as unfortunate as if I'd been jumped while I was out there. Right, let's get that excellent seat installed here, because there's certainly going to be a lot of time spent cooking. And I'll also want good ones installed here where there's lots of other stuff being done. But I'll keep them out here. Fortunately, unlike real life, furniture doesn't spoil when it's outside. And folks are on their way back. They're only in medium amounts of pain. Wait, why are you in pain? Oh, for the love of God. Just tribal things. Oh, yeah, the cancer. Of course. Hey, Nix, you're doing not too shabby with producing furniture there. Get to level 8, and you'll really be delivering. Does anyone not have food poisoning? Nix and Health, they're the only ones. Well, no, I don't think Boomer has it. And Lona's managed to pass it, so to speak. Are you going to enter? Enter? Guys? You gonna come back? There we go. Alright, there we go. They might have gotten badly mangled up, but we're okay. We've got a lot of gear on them that I would honestly, they'd rather brought over here. Maybe I should actually make a little zone that is the unpacking, because there's going to be a fair bit of raiding during all of this. So if I manage an area, call a new one unpacking, and then expand the unpacking area to just be right here, close to where everyone can do it, and bring our beloved previous pack animals over to unpacking. They'll come down, I'll ditch it all, and then we'll be good to go. You should do up your schedule for RimWorld the same way you do it for your vacations, says Robocop. I got nothing I can say in retort there, sadly. Boomer is almost certainly going to want a better thing to sit on, but I can get rid of this slate stool and replace it with one of these very good armchairs. Also, I almost clicked slaughter there. Fortunately, I cannot accidentally slaughter any of these beasts. There we go, go back to animals. Go back to animals, and Baron is so slow because Baron decided to get himself shredded The mini-turret's detonation exploded Baron's brain, skull, head, and body savagely. That shredded scar almost halves Baron's ability to think. This is the real origin story right here. Now, previously in this game, I've always thought raiding was a big old waste of time, because you'd go, you'd raid, it would take a lot of time and effort and micro, and it'd be like, what do you have to show for it? Well, here I've got quite a bit to show for it. Lots of gibbet cages, which well, someone's going to want to buy them, hopefully. A bunch of lamps for when I do have electricity going. A bunch of chairs that I am severely tempted to deconstruct. In fact, I'm going to deconstruct the poor ones straight away. I'll figure out what to do with the good one later. A couple of components, a battery. Might sell the battery, not sure I'll keep it. Charged batteries explode when exchanged. Well, it's not charged, so that's okay. Crappy metal light leather, not worried about that. And a shotgun! Boomer, how do you feel about having a shotgun? Actually, maybe Nyx would rather have a shotgun than that crummy little thing. Seems like a Nyx kind of weapon to have. There you go. Chat shredding Baron harder than the explosion. Good thing we don't keep Baron around for his thinking. We keep Baron around for his ability to breed. Baron pops out little less incapable versions of himself. Wow, God, both of our girls are really severely damaged in the head. We need new, fresh, breeding elephants. Oh boy. Well, that was good. And to top it all off, I got myself a nice butcher table, so I can get rid of my butcher spot and have this instead. There's a lot of things to consider what to do with this colony, but we will figure them out next time. I have not been saving often, but that's okay, because I have autosaves. Although the oldest one... No, they're made quite often. So, the elephant graveyard. No, that's not what we are. We are unnatural selection. Saved up. I'm going to go and grab some dinner. I don't know how long that'll be. Probably an hour at most, because I still need to figure out what it's going to be and then cook it up. And then I'm going to come back with some black and white too. So until then, it's a cheers from me. Our 5 very lucky people to still be alive given everything. And a cheerio.